Hello there. Welcome to Professor Lady, Hudson Valley UAP podcast. I have a good one for you today, folks. Incredible. Some of the most incredible footage from the Hudson Valley that I've seen since camcorders were used in the 1980s. The sighting took place on December 12th in Cold Spring. What makes this really incredible is there were multiple sightings of various objects on that same day, and I'm going to show you on the map all of the different sightings from that day. But let me just give you a little sneak peek of what was seen. Yes, folks, it's a triangle. Triangles seen in the 1980s by thousands of witnesses.
That's huge.
So I came across this video on Reddit and I got the witnesses' permission to share it on my channel. I have great faith in this witness, in the veracity of the video. Look, when you're watching a video that someone has recorded and they're dropping F-bombs and saying they're scared and they are incredulous at what they're seeing and they want to stay there all night, this is real-time human reaction. I'm a social scientist, behavioral scientist. I get the visceral reaction, and from my own minor sightings, I know that all you can do when this happens is drop F-bombs. It's the only logical thing you can do. It's real. People are not actors. They're not trained actors. They're not he has not made any moves to sell this footage. He's genuine. He is responsive. Folks, this is incredible. An incredible sighting. And there were multiple witnesses. Cold Spring, New York, in Putnam County, in the Hudson Valley. Hotbed of UAP sightings in the 1980s, and apparently continuing today. But what makes this sighting so much more incredible, and I'm going to show you more, much more, from this gentleman, is there were multiple sightings on this day of December 12th. So you can go back to my videos and learn about the different ways I was gathering data on sightings. They were drones, they were orbs, they were triangles. All different things were all over the place up here in the Hudson Valley in the fall and going into the winter of 2025. I don't see as much reported activity on social media today, but we might want to take that with a grain of salt because the drone frenzy has left the larger media, so people aren't, it's not as top of mind, looking up at the sky, but I think it's going to pick up. I had my sighting of the fleet, the group of the lights dancing around. What the F was that? Come on. So let me show you the map. Then I'm going to show you more footage from, well, I know him as Warren Buffart, right at this moment. But we'll get this gentleman on the show very soon. Okay, so let's do a little geography lesson here real quick for those who are not from the area. New York City. Hudson Valley is north of New York City. Manhattan going north. We have Westchester County, hot spot for a lot of sightings in the 80s. But the ones that I gathered from social media on December 12th, the same night that these videos were recorded, there was a reported sighting of, it seemed like drone-like objects in Valley Cottage, which is in Putnam County here in New York State on the New Jersey border. This area was one of the first to start seeing drones because, I don't know, they're so close to New Jersey. They were invading New Jersey. Anyway, this person reported flashing red and green blinking lights, also round white lights that stayed in a spot for a while, then moved around and changed to red and green flashing lights. So we had this phenomenon of orbs or white lights appearing to change into drones, morph into drones, and also the mimicking of aviation safety lights, red and green. Anyway, this person saw these objects a lot during this time over reservoirs in the area. So moving north in the Hudson Valley to the home of the United States Military Academy in West Point, we had more drone sightings here in Orange County on the western bank of the Hudson River. This is also on the west side. Then we have our videos were taken here in Cold Spring and Putnam County on the east side of the river. And moving north to Dutchess County, we have a witness who was driving from Poughkeepsie to Fishkill and saw what he describes as warm, not usual helicopter light color, reddish orange ball of light at dusk as well. And the Cold Spring sighting was on at dusk, which is interesting. And some other weird lights nearing dusk. On the way back, we were driving back on the Fishkill side and saw an orange glow very close, and his family gasped and were frightened. He said they usually don't find these kinds of things interesting. He was trying to offer prosaic explanations. So that would be driving from they were seeing these lights along the Hudson River here between Poughkeepsie and Fishkill. He would be driving like over here. Okay, back to the recording from Cold Spring, New York, and let's take a look at orb plasma-like objects that were seen. The colors are amazing. They said that there's like, you can see like air around the object. Let's just take a look.
Dude, I've never seen anything like this. Yeah, you get some cool with your name. Every time it's like 30 degrees, I like to freak. Look at that. I feel like it's just gonna be like right on top of us. It's like a perfect circle in my camera. It's spinning though. It's multiple circles. It looks like spinning. Yo, I gotta go, man.
Look at that. It's like rotating.
That's fucking scary, dude. That's ET right there.
Yeah,
I've never seen anything like this.
I would say.
Yo, I've never seen some shit like that. Dude, I've never seen anything like this. This is ET shit.
All right.
Yo, this is kind of scary. Seriously, man. I think we're gonna end up on.
This was a group of men working on a property in Cold Spring.
And it's boiling. It's just like. Holy shit. Man, it's just cold, so I'm fucking like. Yo.
All right, I want to read to you the description of the sighting now. Again, found on Reddit, and you can check out those files. You can check out the videos on Reddit. And I'm going to make them available on my channel as well. All right, December 12th, 6 p.m., dusk. Correction, Cold Spring. Gentleman said he lives in Fishkill, so he just automatically wrote Fishkill, but he was actually working in Cold Spring, which is south of Fishkill, here in the Hudson Valley. Me and my coworkers saw multiple UAPs. They definitely were different types as well. Some more conventional and others like balls of fire or energy. Wow, when you have to say like a UFO is conventional, you must live in a UFO hotspot, because we're accustomed to certain UFOs up here, but these were a little stranger than usual, right? Anyway, balls of fire or energy makes me think of the plasma sighting by Robert Klein in Fairfield, Connecticut. He says you could see the air moving around them. I don't know how to explain it, but there were several. Now, you could see the air moving around them. I have read this description in relation to the triangles, that people could see like air around the nose of the triangle. How do I describe that? It's almost like there's a force field around it, I guess, is what they're saying. All right, anyway. So he regularly sees UAP in this location in Cold Spring. Curiously, his videos kept getting removed from Reddit. So he says the triangle appeared really big, and one of the UAPs came really close. He would say less than 200 feet. It was the size of his truck. So the drone objects that people were seeing, they were saying that they were the size of SUVs, right? In New Jersey, and even here in the Hudson Valley. So that's interesting, and it came very close. One of the UAPs came really close. And the man who took the video in Cold Spring, he's neutral. This is not a person going out looking to prove something, looking to sell anything. I'm telling you. And I've talked to him privately as well. I have full faith in Mr. Buttfart. It left him with an unsettled feeling as well. He says, everything I thought I knew about physics and reality have been tested before my very eyes, and it's hard to comprehend. We seem to be right in the center of a hotbed of activity. You think? Yeah. For one reason or another. Let me know if you see anything else out of the ordinary. Folks, we are really UAP Central here in the Hudson Valley, and you can get so much information online about the historical sightings in the 80s from my channel, from Christina Gomez, from Ben Hanson's special. I think it was on the History Channel. We are a hotbed of all kinds of shit, all right? Ghosts, paranormal, UAP. When you go to the Pine Bush UFO and Paranormal Museum, one theory that they posit is that we have lower gravity levels here in the Hudson Valley. And I think it was said it was also, this phenomenon also occurs in Arizona, which is a hotbed of UAP activity. I don't know. You have to go to the museum and check out that part of the exhibit where they talk about gravity levels. I don't know. I've also heard we have granite, we have certain natural resources. We had IBM in the 80s, high tech. We have nuclear plants. I don't know. We're on the river, we're on the water. Your guess is as good as mine, I suppose. But I continue to gather stories, gather videos. This is an incredible one, guys. I'm going to post some of the videos to my channel, and I'm going to make another video with more footage from this group of people. So please like and subscribe if you appreciated me sharing these videos with you, and stay tuned, much more.